Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Bipolar Quads by the Bard, and here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means place the digits 1 through 9 in each row, column, and box. We have quadruples, where digits in the white circle must appear in at least one of the 4 surrounding cells. So around this quad must be a 2, a 4, a 6, and an 8. And that's how quad works. We have anti-quads, where digits in the light red circles cannot appear in one of the 4 surrounding cells. So around these cells cannot be 3, 4, 6, and 7. Right. So that's an example of how anti-quads work. And finally, we have the bipolar quadruples, where in the yellow circle of the 4 digits, 2 digits cannot appear, and the 2 other digits must appear in any of the 4 surrounding cells. So it's basically like a combination of the quads and the anti-quads. Yeah, I mean that's all it is. Yeah, I was curious about how this bipolar quads would work because this is a new rule set for me. So, anyways, yeah, those are all the rules. So, for example, around this quad, 2 of the digits must appear in the 4 cells around it, and then the other 2 cannot appear in the 4 cells that surround this quad. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, I noticed there are 2, 4, 6, and 8s that surround these quadruples. So these must be even cells, even digits there. So these are all even digits, which means in the boxes, if they are in completely a different box, these have to be all odd digits. So these are odd digits, and we don't have any information giving for this. Surrounding this quad has to be non-even digits because 2, 4, 6, 8 cannot appear in the 4 cells around this. So these are all odd, and these are all odd. Well, we have 5 odds in column 2 and column 3, which means these are both even, and these are both even. We have 4 evens now in row 7, which eliminates evens in the rest of the row, so these have to be all odd. Okay. We have 4 evens in row 5, so this cannot be even. These are all odd. We have 4 evens in column 7 and column 6, so the rest must be all odd. So these are all odd. We have 5 odds in row 6, which eliminates odds in the rest of the row, so these are both even, and same with row 4, so these are both even. We have 4 evens now in column 8, which eliminates evens in the rest of the column, so these are both odd. And we have 5 odds in column 9, so these must both be even. Okay. Do we have any other information? Not really. We know there are 2 evens and 2 odds here. There must be 4 evens here, which is interesting. Around this bipolar quad, there have to be two digits from 2, 4, and 6 in that around the 4 cells, which means there must be two evens. So this has to be an even here. Um, hmm. We know one of these is odd, and okay, yeah, in box 7, we have 5 odds, so this cannot be odd. This is even, even. We have 4 evens in row 8, which eliminates evens in the rest of the row. So these are odd, which means in box 7 or row 9, we have 4. Yeah, well, we had 5 odds, so therefore I should have gotten that. Anyways, we have 5 odds in column 4, so these can't be odd. These are all even. We have 4 evens now in row 3, which means this can't be even. It's odd. Around the 2, 5, 6, and 8, one of them could be 5 and be in the surrounding 4 circles. But that means we need another even digit to be surrounding this bipolar quad. And since this can't be, none of these can be even, this has to be the even here. So we have 4 evens now in row 2, which means this can't be even, that's odd. We have 5 odds in column 1, which means this can't be odd, it's even. We have 4 evens in row 1, which means this can't be even, this is odd. Okay. Huh. So now we cannot have a 3 and a 5 here. So 3 and 5 have to be in box 3, one of these digits. Which means, and this can't be 3 or 5. This can't be 3 or 5, so we have to have 3 or 5 there. 3, 4, 6, and 7 cannot be around this quad, this anti-quad. So 3 and 7 both have to be here, because those are the only places which are odd, which are not surrounding this anti-quad. This must be 2 or 8 here as an even digit. 2 and 4 cannot appear here, surrounding this anti-quad. So this must be a 2-4 pair here, which leaves these as 6 and 8 as a pair. 3 and 7, well, cannot appear here. That doesn't help us very much. This can't be 3 or 5, so we have 3 or 5 here. Remaining odd digits must be 1, 5, and 9 in box 5. This is 6, 8 as a pair. 5 could appear here. You cannot have 6 and 8. So 5 or 9 does have to be here. This has to be 1, 3, 5, or 7. Because it cannot be 9. Because we have to have the odd digits. 2 of them have to be surrounding this. This is 1, 7, or 9. This is 1, 7, or 9. This is also 1, 7, or 9. 1, 7, 9, 1, 7, 9 there. This digit is the same as that. but that doesn't help us much. Three, 6, 7, 8. This is two evens. This is two evens. Five is guaranteed to be one of these three cells here, and this must be 2, 6, and 8, which means we have a guaranteed 4 here, which means this can't be 4. This is 2, 6, or 8 here. So this digit is the same as that. Maybe start marking these. So we have A and A being the same digit. This is the same digit as that. Maybe make those A. So we'll make A is the same as that. So this is B and B are the same digits. So B has to be one of those two. A has to be one of these two. Is that helpful? I'm not sure. These are different values. These two digits obviously cannot be these two. So these two match these two. We'll mark them as Z, and those are the same Z. So this cannot be Z because they have to have all unique digits here. So this is the pair of Y's. So these are Y's, these are Y's, these are Z's, these are Y's. Which means these cannot be Y's, these are Z's, and these must be Y's. Interesting. Let's differentiate more if we can. Should we start marking the blue? Let's mark the blues as already have the numbers. So unless we've actually marked things in, these are all 2, 4, 6, and 8. So let's remove the blues. So then we can just start coloring these. Okay, so this, let's make these the sets. Medium, medium, dark, pink, and orange. This must be medium and pink. This must be orange and dark. Which makes this orange and dark. So this must match here. So again, these were both this set. So this has to be matching that. So that's pink. This is medium. This can't be dark. It must be orange. And this has to be dark here. This must be medium and dark. And this must be pink and orange. So this is orange and dark. This is pink and medium here. So this can't be pink or medium. This is orange and dark. And this must be orange and dark also. This is orange dark as a pair, pink medium, orange dark, which means this has to be pink or medium because we have an orange dark pair here. This is pink and medium here, which makes this orange and dark. This must be one each. So the pink is 2 or 8. Okay. Hmm. What else do we know? We know this is the same digit as that, and this is the same digit as that. So I guess we'll make that green. So green has to be orange or dark. We're not sure which. This is the same as that, so we'll make that light. What does that tell us? I don't really know. So light has to be one of these two. Light is here, light is one of those two. Green is here, green is orange or dark. We know that for certain. That doesn't help very much, though. Green is orange or dark, so it has to be here. So this is green. So we know green's here, green's one of those three. Okay. 2, 3. This is a bipolar quad, which is all odd. So you're guaranteed 2 and 4 cannot be here. So this has to be a 3-7 pair. Which means in this box, 3 and 7 cannot appear around this bipolar quad. So 3 and 7 must be the ones missing here, which means this must be 2 and 4. So therefore the green is 2. So we have the greens are all 2, which means pink cannot be 2. Pink has to be 8. Don't know about these, don't know about these, so these have to be, don't know about these must be 8, which eliminates 2 and 8 in the rest of the rows they're in, and this has to be 4 specifically, so that makes this 6. So medium grays are 6. So these are 6. This has to be 2, 4, 6, and 8. So this is 4, 6, and 8. So we can remove greens. This is 6, 8 as a pair. This is 2, 4 as a pair. So this has to be 4. 6, Since 2 and 4 are orange and dark, this can only be dark. So this is not dark here. This is medium. This has to be orange then, which means this can't be orange here. It's pink, which means this can't be pink. That's orange. So we have 2 or 4 here. This has to be 8. This is not 2 or 4, it's 6 or 8. No 6 or 8 here. It's 2 or 4. No 2 or 4 here. Therefore, this is 4, and this is 6, 8 as a pair. So there's no 4 there. This is 2 or 4 as a dark. No 2 or 4 here. It's 6 or 8. So we can remove the coloring here because we don't know which of them they are. This can't be 2 or 4. It's 6 or 8. This is a red, orange, or dark. So this is 2 or 4. We have a 6, 8, 6, 8 pair, which eliminates 6, 8 in the rest of the box. So this has to be dark, which means this has to be pink here. So that's 8, which means this can't be 8. There's no 8 here. 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 6, which means this can't be 6. That's 8. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 6 and 8, which eliminates 8 here, so it's 6 and 8. Okay. This is dark, so this cannot be dark. This is orange, which means this can't be orange. This is dark. This can't be dark anymore. It's orange. This is 6. Remaining digits in box 8 are 1, 5, and 9. Okay. 3 and 7 in row 7 eliminates 3 and 7 in the rest of the row, so no 3, 7 here, no 7 here. So 3 can no longer be here. Remaining odd digits are 1, 5, and 9. We have 2 here. We have 5 guaranteed here. This is 2 and 4. We are missing 6 and 8 around this quad. So we have to have 3 and 7 around this bipolar quad. So this is a 3, 7 pair, which eliminates 3 and 7 in the rest of the box. This cannot be 3, 7. It's 1, 9, which eliminates 1, 9 in the rest of the box. So this must be 5. This can no longer be 7 here. Okay. 5 cannot be any of these. 5 does have to surround this bipolar quad because 6 and 8 cannot. So this must be 5 here. Which means this cannot be 5 here. Which means 5 in box 8 has to be one of these 2 digits. Which means this can't be 5 here. 5 has to be one of these 2 digits here. 2 is not going to be surrounding this quad. You could have 5 and 3, or it's 4 there. We don't know. Okay, remaining digits in row 8. Cannot have 5. It's 1, 3, 7, 9. 3, 7 as a pair, 1, 9 as a pair. This could be a lot of things. We don't need the pinks anymore. This is 6. So this is 6 there. We don't need the darks or mediums anymore. We just need darks and orange. 8 cannot be surrounding here. 6 cannot be surrounding here. We have to have 5 and 9 surrounding this bipolar quad. So then this must be 9, and this must be 5. This cannot be 5 because these have to be different digits for the bipolarness to work, because these are all odd digits in the bipolar quad. So this is 1, that's 9. 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 5 there. No 1 or 9 here, so that's 5 there. Where's 5 in box 4? It must be one of those two. 5 eliminates 5 being here. Where's the 5 in box 5? It has to be there, which means this can't be 5 anymore. Where's the 5 in box 7 or box 8? It has to be here. This has to be a 3-7 pair here. 5 is not going to be surrounding this bipolar quad. I guess it could be 7 and 9, though. We have 8 surrounding this bipolar quad. We don't have 6. We have to have 3 or 7. But that could be 3 or 7 anyways. 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 9, which makes this 1. That makes this a 3-7 pair here. We cannot have 3 or 7 in the rest of the box, so this must be 1-9 as a pair, which makes this 5-3, 7, and 5-3 and 7 there. We are guaranteed 1 and 9 to be here, but we don't know where. So this is 1, 9, 3, or 7. 1 and 9 eliminate 1 and 9 here. So this must be 7, which makes this 3, which makes this 7. We don't have a 5 or 9 surround, or 5 or a 2, no, 5 or 7 surrounding this quad, this bipolar quad. So we have to have 2 and 9. So all the darks are 2, which means this cannot be 2. It's not the light. So the pinks have to be, sorry, oranges have to be 4. And the lights have to be 6. So this is not light. Therefore, these are 6, which makes this 8, this 2. This can't be 6 or 8, it's 4. This can't be 6, it's 8. And all the even digits should be done. Okay. 9 eliminates 9 here. So this is 1. That leaves this as a 3. That leaves the remaining digit in row 5 is a 7. Okay, so let's make sure that these are kosher. 2, 4, 6, 8 surrounds. 2, 4, 6, 8 here. 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 Anti 2, 4, 6, 8. These are odd, which works. No 3, 5 here, which works. No 3, 4, 6, 7 here. No 2, 4 here. And no 2, 4, 6, 8 here. So now the bipolar quads. We have 3 and 7 surrounding this and no 6 and 8. We have 7 and 8 here and no 3 and 6. We have 1 and 5 here and no 3 and 7. We have 5 and 9 here and no 6 and 8. This has to be 3 or 7 because of 3 or 7 remaining in the rest of the row. This can't be 7 because of 7 in the box. So this is 3. This is 7, which makes this 3, which makes this 7, which makes that 3. Oh, this has to be 2 and 9 surrounding this bipolar quad because we don't have 5 and 7 surrounding it. So these are all done. 9 eliminates 9 here, so this is 1, which makes this 9 and 1. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 3 and 7. 1 here eliminates 1 here, so it's 9 and 1. Surrounding this bipolar quad is 2 and 5, and 6 and 8 are not there. 2 and 4 surrounding this bipolar quad. 3, 7 are not there. Surrounding this quad is not 2 and 4, but is 3 and 7. Surrounding this quad is 2 and 4, no 6 and 8. Surrounding this quad is 2 and 8, no 6 and 4. And we just have this quad left. And it cannot have a 4, so this must have 3 and 5 next to it. So this is 5. 3 has to be one of these two, so this can't be 3. So this is 7, which makes this 3, which makes that 7. That eliminates, so this can't be 1 and 7 here. It's 3 and 9. That leaves this as 1 and 7 here. This can't be 7 because of 7 in the column. So this is 1, that's 7. These can't be 7 here. 3 has to be surrounding this bipolar quad because we don't have 4 and 2 surrounding it. If we have 5, this 1 eliminates 1 here. So this must be 9, which means we cannot have 9 here or here. 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 1, which makes that 3. That leaves the remaining digit in column 1 as a 9. 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 9 and 3. 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 1, which makes this 5. And that's a solution. Pretty cool. Pretty interesting use of the bipolar quads. I could see that being actually, it's not very restrictive as a rule set. So you could use it for a wide variety of puzzles, I feel. Yeah. It's interesting, actually, how that worked. And it was a nice use of the quads, too. Because that meant that these had to be different digits. These were different digits than this. And these had to be different digits than this because you have to have one of each of the quad digits surrounding this quad circle. So that was an interesting a mechanism for differentiating what these had to be, even though these were all even, right? They had to be different even digits there. So that was interesting. Very nice puzzle. Very nice puzzle. Nice, interesting new rule set. And I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.